a game where both teams will be tested. The Mountaineers coming off of a loss down at Northern last Tuesday night, and the Rams losing a close one at Bishop Walsh. So it's going to be a game it's hard to call. We'll have to see how everybody steps back up. Coach Mosley said they got a good reaction on Wednesday night's practice. Everybody was bouncing back and getting ready to go. We're going to see the same starting lineup as we had at Bishop Walsh, and Corey Mosley, Brad Reese, Chris Miller, Evan Lance, and Corey Tressler. And I don't know why, but I just have that feeling Corey Tressler's going to come out tonight and go hard.
I think, too. The last time he really could not quite get on track. I think he had, 8 points?
Yeah.
I think for the Rams to be successful this year, he's going to have to be a pretty good scorer. And I think they'll try to get him involved in the offense right away. And I think, too, he'll come out and be looking to stroke the ball.
I think he'll be doing that. I also think you're going to see the ball go inside to Evan Lance a lot more tonight. He's going to have a slight height advantage under there. And from what I saw Tuesday night down at Bishop Walsh, he's really improved. He's gotten stronger, has more confidence this year. And I've just seen the one game, but it just seemed to stand out with him.
Yeah, and he just plays with a lot more confidence, and I think his post moves are a lot better. His drop steps are better, and he's catching the ball better. If you're a big man and you're a post player inside and you show those guards you're going to catch the ball, you're going to get it a lot more. If you bobble it around, they're going to hesitate to throw it to you. But I think, too, he's going to have to be able to score inside, and he showed in the second half of the Bishop Walsh game he can score against a 6'8" guy. I think he's got to watch against Beall. They might not be that big. They're going to be 6'3", but they're very physical, and he cannot allow them to push him underneath, which is kind of the Beall type of game.
Well, it's good to be back. Good to have Roger back again this week as our stat man. And what are we looking for tonight? I see you got a little note in your hand there.
John, just wanted to remind everybody about a couple of our sponsor friends. The game tonight brought to you by Garrett County Memorial Hospital, where they provide quality care close to home, and by your friends at the Terra Alta Bank with locations in Terra Alta and Oakland.
And Roger, talking about our friends, we have one that we probably have many, but one in particular that is in the hospital tonight. Brett Rice came down with something here in the last day or so. We know that he's in the hospital tonight and he's doing well, and hopefully he'll be up and around and back out to some of the games next week.
That's a name I'm sure everybody that's a Southern Ram fan remembers for the great shooter that he was.
Yeah, he was a great shooter here. He played college ball later on and just did a great job. So, Brad, if you're listening, and I know you are, get well soon, get back with us, and we'll all be thinking about you. We're going about 4 minutes away from tip-off. The officials are meeting at midcourt with the captains. We'll take a short break. We'll be back after these messages.
At John Deere dealers, humble people are test driving the all-new 4020 series compact utility tractor. They're sliding into its deluxe high-back seat, they're turning the key, and they're starting to feel pretty darn confident. Because once they feel that staggering surge of power rush beneath them, any lingering doubt is replaced with a big old can of can-do. Riding high and mighty atop the all-new 4020 series, their self-reliance skyrockets as they experience the beefed-up horsepower and added torque of its turbocharged engine. Yes, the all-new 4020 series can make you feel all-powerful. And yes, it can be yours for zero interest for 2 whole years. So take a test drive today, because nothing runs like a Deere.
Offer ends 2/28/05. Up to 20% down payment may be required, subject to approved credit on John Deere Credit Installment Plan. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details and other financing options.
See the 4020 series at Manor Home Center, your local John Deere dealer in Mountain Lake Park.
This is Kathy Schaefer, the proud owner of Schaefer Ford in Oakland. I'm proud of our employees because they care about our customers and each other. Did you know our sales department has a total of over 113 years of experience? And our service department has a total of over 127 years of experience. That's why people consider us to be the best dealership around. I'm also proud of our product. We now have the new 500, a 4-door sedan, and Freestyle, an 8-passenger wagon, both with all-wheel drive, and of course the new Mustang. These are all in our showroom now. now. Come by and have a look. And last but certainly not least, I'm thankful and proud of our customers, our old customers, our new customers, and customers yet to come. So as the proud owner of Schaefer Ford in Oakland, from all of our dealership family and my personal family, Holly, Bart, and I'd like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
92.3 The Train.
We're back at Southern High School in our pregame show before tonight's game between Beall and Southern, and about a minute and a half to go. Coach, we're going to have a little bit of a treat for the national anthem tonight, and we're going to leave it here while that's going on. Maybe we can get enough volume that people can hear. The Broadford Quartet going to be singing the national anthem tonight. They're composed of Dave Martin, Dave Callis, Carl Fike, and Tim Miller, and they had a little special thing going on this summer.
Yeah, they're very good. I heard them here last year. They sang the national anthem down at Camden Yards before an Oriole game, and the Oriole people liked it so good they invited them back next year.
Invited them back, and I was talking to Dave Martin just last night, I believe it was, and he showed me a picture that they sent of the Broadford Quartet during that performance at home plate at Camden Yards. Really
they sang
impressive.
the national anthem, and then I think they sang "God Bless America" after the seventh inning on top of the dugout. So a very neat experience for those guys.
Yep, very talented group they are, and they're down below us, and that'll be coming real soon. The starting lineup for the Beall Mountaineers tonight will be Carter Dickel, a 5'9 senior, along with Matt DeRosa, a 6'3 junior, Justin Scheib, a 6'1 junior, Adam Eshelman, a 6'3 junior, and Bobby Fuller, another 6'3, but he's a senior. So tonight starting for Beall is 3 6'3s, a 6'1, and a 5'9.
Yeah, they got the small point guard who's probably their best player. Front line's pretty big, 6'3", 6'3", 6'3".
And it's going to be a challenge for the Rams. Their front line, of course, is Evan Lance and Corey Tressler. Evan 6'4", Corey Tressler 6'2", and then it'll be Chris Miller in under there at 6 foot. Low light soul down below. I started to say Dave Mayfield because forever it's been him. But tonight it's in this year it'll be Low Lightsell as he introduces the lineups. They always ask the people to root for your team and not against the other, and do all the sportsmanlike things that you should see here. We're going to take, we're not going to take a break, but we're going to present to you the Broadford Quartet and the national anthem. The Broadford Quartet. And we got one name wrong, but we'll get the right one for you as soon as we figure out where we went wrong. Lineup's being introduced. Number 13, Sean Farrell onto the court for the Mountaineers. And across the way, the six-man club with their newspapers up like who cares.
They're busy reading.
Yep, don't have time for this. But now we're going to get a look at the starting lineup. Carter Dickel, you're going to hear his name a lot tonight. He is the point at 5'9". Bobby Fuller, number 44, the 6'3 senior. Next one out is Matt DeRosa, number 23. He's 6'3". Number 33, Adam Esselman, 6'3" junior. And number 30, Justin Scheib, the 6'1" junior. Now you'll hear the roar from the six-man club and the rest of the fans here as they introduce the Southern Rams. You'll see Eric Lambo come out along with Jimmy Heinball, Brett DeWitt, J.D. Plank, Joey Tressler, Nathan Harris, and Nick Gregg. And then they'll get to the starters. Jimmy Heinball, as we said, comes out. Not a packed house tonight, Coach, but there's a few places left, but a good crowd, good big crowd.
Just a couple spots. It's just about full.
If you're driving around the Oakland area and want to really enjoy some good basketball for the next hour, hour and a half, come on over. There's still seats left and some good ones at that. And you're going to see two teams go after each other and play very, very hard in some real good basketball. Here's your starting lineup. Number 5, Corey Bosley, the 6-foot senior, first man out. He'll be followed by number 10, the 5'11" senior, Brad Reese. Number 23, 6-foot senior, Chris Miller will be next. And number 32, the 6'4" junior, Evan Lance. Last but not least, number 40, the 6'2" senior, Corey Tressler. So, we have everything set. The stage is set, and we are ready with 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Got 3 officials on the court, and I think that's going to be standard all year this year. They went to, maybe did that last year, I don't know.
They did.
George Getz across the way. The other two I'm not real familiar with, except that I don't know their names, but I've seen them. So.
And I'm sure starting the game, Coach Bosley would like to see the Rams jump on Beall right away. It's been several years since Beall has beaten Southern. I'm sure Coach Bosley would like to reestablish that attitude right away.
Adam Esselman steps into the center circle for the Mountaineers. Corey Tressler stands in for the Rams. This fan club across the way going crazy, and we're about ready to get underway.
They're jumping up and down. And
basketball at Southern High School. It doesn't come any other way. Whistle blows, the ball's in the air, and the tap's controlled by the Rams. He'll bring it into the front court against the half-court man-to-man defense by the Mountaineers. Bosley on the left wing. Gets it back out to Reese. Between the circles, comes to the right side. Tressler in the right corner, back out to Reese. They swing it around the top of the key. Bosley takes it down the left side of the lane. Skip pass, cross to Miller. Inside it goes to Lance. Evan Lance wide open for the layup.
that was great ball reversal. Evan Lance sealed one way. They fronted him. They reversed the ball quickly the other way, and the post player could not get around him.
Yeah, great catch. Went right to the basket. This is DeRosa. They get the ball out front to Eshelman over on the right side to Dickel. Dickel works against Reese. Reese almost ties him up. He has to get rid of it. Gets it over to Eshelman. Eshelman shot blocked by Lance. Out it comes to Mosley. 3-on-1 break. Mosley for the little short shot. No good. And who got the tap in?
Evan Lance with the putback.
I watched Corey Mosley. He went right over top and down on his head, but he's okay. And Lance got the basket, and the Rams lead at 4-0. This is Dickel over on the left side. It comes to Eshelman. Down low. The pass goes inside. Tied up under there. Jump ball. Jump ball. It'll be Mountaineer basketball.
The ball went inside for Beall, and man, everybody from Southern just collapsed on it, raked the post, and nowhere to go. Ended up a held ball.
DeRosa will inbound off the baseline. Wide open underneath is Bobby Fuller. Nobody even saw him, and he got the basket. It's 4-2. Tressler on the right wing. Back out to Mosley between the circles. Left side it goes to Reese. Reese looks down low. Comes top of the key to Tressler. Tressler, 3-ball in the air. Around the rim, won't go. Rebound tapped around. Dickel comes down with it. Very quickly down court. Over on the right-hand side it goes. Down the baseline. Shot put up. Will not go. But a foul called on the play. Shot put up by Matt DeRosa.
That was kind of a breakdown from the Rams. Beall on a fast break, and the Rams stopped the ball, but nobody was back deep and picked up DeRosa, who was the deepest. You always want one guy deep as the deepest, as they say. And that time he's lucky that it wasn't a three-point play.
Foul on Evan Lance. That's his first team foul. Shots up short, no good. DeRosa misses the front end. Four-2's our score. 6:19 to go in the first. Just underway here at Southern High School. Second shot's in the air. Rolls it around and it drops through. 4-3 ball game. Mountaineers picking up three-quarter court on the press. Bosley trapped, gets it over to Reese, and Reese is hammered. And foul goes against number 30. And that would be Justin Scheib, his first, and the second. I think that's the first team foul.
Looks like that was a 2-1-2 half-court trap. Rams got the ball in the middle and really got fouled hard.
Bosley brings it back into the front court now. Works it over to the left side to Tressler. Tressler takes it into the lane. Right side it comes Bosley. Down baseline. 12-foot jumper. Across the rim, no good. Rebound Beall. Outlet pass comes to Dickel. Down to the top of the key. Left side of the lane goes baseline. Puts up the shot. Gets the roll, and it's good. Carter Dickel puts the Mountaineers on top, 5-4. Reese with the basketball now on the left wing. Goes to Miller. Inside, Lance gets the turn, puts it up and in. Evan Lance with all 6 of the Rams' points.
And again, it was on the same play. They fronted him when the ball was in the wing, and the Rams just sealed the opposite way and swung the ball back to him quickly for a layup.
Dickel gets it down the baseline. 15-footer put up down there, no good. That shot was by DeRosa. Rebounds by Tressler. Back out it comes in the right corner to Reese. Tries to work it into Chris Miller. It's taken away. Here comes Dickel back down court, working against Reese. Dickel picks up the dribble now, gets it over on the right side. Pass goes to DeRosa. Back out top of the key to Esselman. Down left corner to Dickel. Dickel takes it in, stops, puts up a 15-foot runner. Around the rim, won't go. Rebound battled for, out of bounds. Last touch by Beall. The Rams will get it back.
Showing good quickness. Reese was able to stay against Bishop Walsh. She was able to stay with his man just nose to nose the whole time. A little bit tougher here. Dickel's got a quick crossover move. He got himself open even though he missed the shot.
Brett DeWitt into the Ram lineup. Chris Miller goes out. Here's the ball top of the key to DeWitt. Now he goes right side to Reese. Back out it comes Bosley. Right at the top of the key. Too hard, no good. Rebound pulled down underneath by Eshelman of the Mountaineers. Gets it out to Dickel. Down court pass stolen away. Back into Reese. Brad Reese takes it into the front court. Pulls it up. Gets to Bosley. Bosley all by himself for the layup is good. 8-5. Rams lead by 3. 4:20 to play in the first quarter. This is Carter Dickel, the 5'9" senior, working against Reese in the front court. Kicks it over on the right side to Eshelman. Ball high over his head as he looks down inside. Looking for the cutter. Gets the ball into DeRosa. Now back over to Dickel. Bounce pass down low. Goes to Hager. Hager loses the ball on the floor. Picked up by Lance. Whistle and jump ball called. It'll be Southern basketball. So with 3:55 to go, the Rams lead by 3, 8-5, and they have the basketball.
Both teams playing good man-to-man defense. Haven't seen any zone other than that one half-court trap that Beall threw one time.
Corey Bosley gets the pass over on the right wing. Goes over there to DeWitt. Back out top of the key, Tressler. He takes it down the lane, has it knocked away. DeWitt's there and ties it up. It's a jump ball. It'll go back to the Mountaineers. Corey just still a little tentative. He
had the wide open jumper at the top of the key and looked at it and decided to put the ball on the floor. Really had nowhere to go.
Here's Dickel as he works against Reese. Spin dribbles into the front court. Over to the right side with the left hand down the baseline. It's a fall-away jumper short. No good. Rebound tapped around out of bounds. Last touched underneath by Brett DeWitt. Well, a lot of bumping. They're letting them play.
There was, and that ball was off of Beall, but I think the referee knew he should have called a foul, so he called it out of bounds to Beall.
Inbound pass comes to Dickel in the backcourt. He back the left side to Scheidt. Scheidt with a couple dribbles, works against Tressler. Picks up the dribble now, gets it back out to Dickel near the center circle. He'll come to the left side. Goes down to the baseline, now tries to work in the lane, shoots a fall away 15-footer, it's good. Carter Dickel with 4 points on the night. That was a long fall away. Here's a three in the air by Corey Tressler, no good. Rebound batted around and comes down, picked up down there by Fike. He takes it in, puts it around, no good. And a rebound by Tressler. Tressler has it taken away. DeRosa comes down, the layup, it's good. I don't know what happened. All the players on the floor.
Looks like they got their feet tangled up.
9-8, Beall. Across it goes. Tressler, three ball. Good! Corey Tressler hits the three.
Well, they left him wide open, and that was on the reversal off of secondary break. You can't leave him that open, or he'll hit it.
11-9, Southern. Here's Dickel with the ball. Kicks it down inside. The ball, they try to get it back to Dickel. He has it in the left-hand corner now. Comes back out front. Between the circles, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rams lead 11-9. Dickel still with the basketball, has it knocked away by Corey Mosley. Mosley comes down, stops, fakes, puts it up, taps the basket, and he got the foul. Corey come over from the help side that time and got the steal, and then took it down, got Dickel off his feet, put up the shot, it went in, and then Dickel had the foul.
That's the first foul on Dickel. Brad Reese got his hands full in that offensive set that Beall runs, because they run a 1-4 with Dickel out front, and he's got an awful lot of room to maneuver, and he's very quick.
And he's getting a lot of screens, and Brad's running into a lot of
low
screens.
post will come up and screen for him at the high post. They do a lot of two-man basketball, pick and roll.
Mosley completes the three-point play, and the Rams lead at 14-9, 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Here's Dickel now as he works against Jimmy Heinball. Dickel takes it to the right side, down in the corner. Back out top of the key, comes to DeRosa. He'll take it down the left side of the lane. Little fall-away jumper, short, no good. Rebound is pulled down by DeWitt. Off to Mosley, down court very quickly. Comes to Heinball, back out to Corey Tressler, around the top of the key, right side to Mosley.
2-3 zone for the first time.
Mosley recognizes it right away, backs off at the center circle and calls the play. Gets it left side, Tressler. Tressler looks at the basket. He back out, top of the key to Heinball. Swing it right side to Mosley. Tressler, Heinball on the left side. He'll back off.
It's actually a 1-3-1. Looked that way at first as a 2-3, but it isn't.
Heinball's pass stolen away. DeRosa comes down, feeds it over to Dickel, and Dickel has the layup. Nice 2-on-1 break. 14-11 now with 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rams probably hold for the last shot if they can. Over in the right wing it comes to Heinball. Heinball looks down low, gets it back to Mosley between the circles. Over on the left side, Tressler on the wing. Tressler back out to Heinball. The 5'10 junior gets it over to Mosley. 28 seconds on the clock. Now they're back into a 2-3. It sure looks like it. It might be something else.
It's a 1-3-1. Just watch the baseline.
Okay. Over it goes left side to Tressler. Heinball gets it to Mosley on the near side. 10 seconds left on the clock. They'll start to play now with 8, 7, 6. Mosley takes it in. 3 out of the corner from Tressler. He hit it. Corey Tressler hits it. And he gets 2 big threes right at the end of the quarter. And the Rams lead at 17-11.
Almost perfect execution at the end of that quarter. Time running out, getting that last shot, getting it to who you want to have shoot that last shot.
17-11 Southern. We'll be back after this.
Wolverine boots and shoes give the world's most comfortable boot, guaranteed. In 1998, under license from the Harley-Davidson Company, Wolverine Worldwide began building the Harley-Davidson footwear brand. Harley-Davidson footwear captures the spirit of independence and adventure rumbling at the heart of the Harley-Davidson legend. Harley-Davidson footwear, available at Stompers for men, women, and children on Route 135, Mountain Lake Park. Stompers, clothes for your feet.
92.3, The Train.
Couldn't have done that any more perfect if you'd had chest rings and moved them around.
It really was. Ran the time down, got that last shot. They got the guy to their shooter and got him open, and he hit it right at the buzzer. And that was just about as perfect as you could execute that.
Corey Tressler with a slow start against Bishop Walsh. He missed a couple of shots early tonight in the first quarter, but once he got started, he's hit 2 threes in a row, and he's got a couple of assists already. Playing a good ball game tonight. Rams will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Chris Miller back into the Ram lineup. Inbounds it to Corey Bosley, and we're underway in the second. Rams to 11. Still that 1-3-1 zone now. Bosley kicks it back out front to Reese. He's in the center circle, gets it down in the right corner. Tressler for 3 again. High off the rim. Lance is there for the rebound, puts it right back up and in.
And Lance has just been dominating inside. That's his 8th point. Beall really doesn't have an answer for him.
Dickel brings it in. Brad Reese back on him again. Gives it up over on the left side. Comes to Corey Gregg in the game. They work it down on the baseline and down over to Chris Fike. And Fike has the shot, but he's fouled. It will not go.
Fouls on Chris Miller.
Chris Miller picks up number 1. That's only the second team foul against the Rams. And Chris Fike, a 5'11 senior, at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. First shot in the air. It's good. Adam Eshelman back into the lineup. I believe Greg Fuller went out. Or Bobby Fuller went out. I'm not sure. Fike ready for his second. This one's up. Also good. He's 2 for 2 from the line and 2 points tonight. 6-point lead for the Rams, 19-13. Here's that three-quarter court trap now, but the Rams beat it as they get it across the timeline to Miller. Miller gets it to Reese. Reese over. Corey Tressler, 3 ball. Good! Corey Tressler from the right side, couple feet behind the arc.
That's his 3rd 3 for 9 points.
Rams lead by 9, 22-13. Here's Dickel, takes it down the lane, stop, 12-foot jumper. Good. Carter Dickel's a good guard.
8 points for the night. The lefty likes to go right-handed for that jump shot.
Here's Tressler now as he drives in, loses control of the ball, picked up down there by DeRosa, and the Mountaineers back on the attack. Here's Carter Dickel down in the corner, off the baseline. One step too many by Adam Eshelman. Turnover back to the Rams. That's turnover number 4 for the Mountaineers here in the first half.
I thought he was going for a reverse layup, and then he changed his mind and went to pass it.
Changed his mind, cost him because he took the extra step. Reese lobs it near side to Bosley. Over it goes to Tressler. Tressler looks inside. They pulled Eshelman out on him, not giving him that shot now. Here's Chris Miller. Kicks it over to Bosley. Bosley back out front. Being guarded out there by DeRosa. Top of the key, it goes to Reese. Back to Bosley. Trying to get the ball over in the corner inside. They try to get it to Lance. It's knocked away. Lance dives for it and saves it back. Bosley gets it. Back out front, it goes to Reese. Reese back out to Bosley. Bosley for 3. Misses everything, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Eshelman. Eshelman drops it off to Dickel. And he'll bring it into the front court again. Over it goes on the right wing to Eshelman. Inside to Fike. Fike looks down low. Still has the basketball. Gets it back out front. And almost backcourt. Saved back there by Dickel. Comes in to Fike, but a whistle and a foul called. Goes against Corey Bosley. That's his first. And the 3rd team foul.
Joey Tressler enters the ball game. Chris Miller.
Chris Miller out. Joey Tressler in. So if I tell you we passed Tressler to Tressler, that's what happened. Joey to brother Corey. Inbound pass. Comes in, now back down deep in the corner to Gregg, back out front. With the ball is Eshelman, back to Gregg in the left-hand corner. Gregg's a sophomore, works against Tressler. Looking for the pass, but a long time, 5 seconds, turnover back to the Rams. That's number 5 for the Mountaineers.
Well, great defensive effort of the Rams that time. Beall picked up the dribble. Everybody went into overplay. Dribble used overplay, and nobody opened. It was a 5-second count.
Mosley calls the play. They reset. Still looking at that 1-3-1 zone. Over in the right wing it comes to Reese. Reese gets it back out to Tressler. He looks down low at the defense. Mosley, 3-ball out of the corner. Around the rim won't go. Rebound pulled down by Eshelman. Gets it up to Dickel. Dickel takes it down, stops, puts up the little runner. Good. 10 points for Carter Dickel.
And that's the guy they got to control. They can't afford to give him one of those nights where he gets 25 or 30.
Corey Tressler drives baseline, puts a shot up, no good. Lance with the rebound. He puts it back up, taps the basket, and he's fouled. Evan Lance is as fired up as I've ever seen him, and he is just playing an excellent game underneath.
You never see him show much emotion on the court, and that time after he hit that and he got fouled, you could really see him celebrate a little bit. And he's got his last 2 buckets off of putbacks, doing a job on the offensive glass.
He has 10 points on the evening, and now 11 as he completes the 3-point play. And the Rams lead at 25-17. They're up by 8 with 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Here's Dickel working against Brad Reese. Gets it into the front court. Out near the center circle. Now he fakes, goes down the lane, puts up that runner. Good. Went right around his man, and he has 12 on the night.
Yeah, that was... He's a lefty, but he's got a good right.
Tressler near side to Reese. Reese backs off. Clock ticks down near 4 minutes to play. Tressler, 15-foot jumper off the elbow. High off the rim, no good. Lance with the rebound, puts it back up, and he's fouled.
And that was a great work by Joey Tressler. Crashed all the way from the corner and got his hands on it, kept the ball alive, and that enabled Evan Lance to get the next rebound and get fouled.
Foul on Bobby Fuller, that's his first, and the 4th team foul. Gives the Mountaineers. Evan Lance at the line, puts it up and in. He has 12 on the night now. Ready for his second. 26-19. And he misses the next one, still 26-19. Just under 4 minutes to play. Carter Dickel, the point guard, has 12 of the 19 points for the Mountaineers. Gets the pass over. Now he gets it back on the handoff in the corner. Ball comes back out to Eshelman. He puts it up for 3 around the rim, no good. Tressler on the rebound very quickly. Up court to Mosley. Mosley skip pass cross court to Reese. He'll bring it back out. Now reset the play. Back cross it comes to Mosley. Knocked back out front to Tressler. That's Corey Tressler. Corey just lets everybody set up. Still looking at the 1-3-1 zone. Bound pass in the corner. It goes to Mosley inside to Reese. Reese with a fake tries to put it up, partially blocked. Rebound pulled down by Gregg. Gregg drops it off to Dickel. Down on the baseline it goes. The ball taken away, but it goes out of bounds. Corey Tressler, a nice defensive move, but couldn't save it.
And I think both teams are playing fairly well. Both teams playing very hard.
Corey Gregg, the sophomore, inbounds into Dickel. Carter Dickel out front with 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Over it goes in the right wing to Eshelman. They work the pass inside to Fuller on the baseline. Face shot is blocked by Lance. He just put a big hand up and knocked it away.
Jump.
No, didn't even come off the ground. It was right there. Perfect timing. Rams have it back. They lead 26-19. Reese with the basketball, back to Tressler. That's Corey out front. Corey works the pass over to Mosley on the left wing now, just behind the arc. He'll work it down to the foul line, gets it back over to Tressler. Tressler takes it in, kicks it to Reese in the right corner. Reese will bring it back out, 2:20 to play in the half. Mosley now on the left wing, pulls it down, gets it back to Reese. Down low it goes to Tressler. Tressler with a couple of fakes, puts the shot up, rolls around the rim, won't go. Rebound fought for underneath, and it comes out. The Mountaineers come out with it. Gregg works the pass down court. Layup down there is good by Adam Eshelman, his first basket of the night. 26-21. They're under 2 minutes to play now. Over it goes to Reese. He's on the left wing. Skip pass back over to Joey Tressler. Tressler tries to work it inside to Corey. Corey has to run it down. He does take control of it. Hands it off to Mosley. Mosley looks down low. takes it in the lane, and Stoff puts up the runner off the glass. Good. Nice move by Corey Mosley, but took it off the square and got the basket. Rams lead by 7, 28-21 with 1:20 to play in the quarter. Dickel backs in against Reese. Ball almost taken away. Good help side defense for Joey Tressler. He's swinging around the top of the key. Here's back out now to the top to Escherman. Escherman can't get his shot off. Taken out of the air by Shipe. Shipe goes down, puts up the shot, no good. He's fouled. That'll be number 2 on Evan Lance.
Yeah, that's a costly foul right now. I think Evan Lance will come out right now. You won't see him till the second half probably. 1:04 to go.
4th team foul against the Rams. At the free throw line to shoot 2 is Justin Shipe. First shot's up, no good, falls off. In comes Nathan Harris, the 6'2 junior, and out goes Evan Lance, just as you predicted. Justin Shipe ready for his second. This one rolls around and falls through. Another sub down below is into the Mountaineer lineup. Shane Hager comes in, and out goes Bobby Fuller. 6-point lead for the Rams, 28-22. Looks like a 2-1-2 zone trap.
There'll be a trap at half court, if anywhere.
For the Mountaineers. Mosley takes it into the front court, handles the ball strong, gets it over to Joey Tressler. He takes it into the lane, kicks it back out to Corey. Corey Tressler now top of the key. Over on the left side in the wing, it goes to Mosley.
I think you'll see him hold for the last shot again.
40 seconds on the clock. Over it goes to Tressler.
No, they're not.
Stoff puts the 3 in the air. Around the rim won't go. Rebound battle for, taken down underneath. Put back up and in. Nathan Harris with the basket and the foul.
For about 15-20 seconds and already makes his presence felt. A great putback and put it in. He had 3 Beall players right around him and drew the foul.
Trying to see, I think it went on DeRosa, which would be his second. And at the free throw line, Nathan Harris, he completes the 3-point play. The Rams lead at 31-22. Very quickly build the lead back up to 9 with 26 seconds left on the clock. Dickel works in, gets it over on the near side. DeRosa.
Beall in a spread now, holding for the last shot.
DeRosa in the center circle. Rams are okay with that. That's fine. Dickel back out in the center circle now with the basketball, down to 10 seconds. He's going to try to get the shot, puts it up for 3. It's, off the glass and in.
I don't think he tried to bank that one.
No, the bank was open, though. And Brad Reese fires a 3 to match it, but it comes up just off the left part of the iron and no good. And with that, our first half comes to an end. The Rams lead it by 6, 31-25. We'll be back with our halftime show after these messages.
What makes a John Deere a John Deere? Is it the unmistakable gleaming, dare we say loud, green and yellow colors that can be seen riding high across this great land we call My Country 'Tis of Thee? Could it be that John Deere has a bit more experience in this whole tractor thing, say 167 years worth? Is it the fact that a Deere dealer will actually come to your personal abode for a tractor checkup like an old-fashioned country doctor? Or might it be the razor-sharp, almost ninja-like perfection of the Deere Edge cutting system? How can you find the answers? Why are we asking you so many questions? To help you solve these mysteries of mowing. Just come down to your local John Deere dealer, and starting at just $14.99, you can sit in that bright yellow seat and experience for yourself the feeling of being on the tractor that started it all. Nothing runs like a Deere.
List price excludes tax, freight, setup, or delivery and is subject to change. Price and models may vary by dealer.
See a full line of John Deere lawn and garden tractors at Manor Home Center in Mountain Lake Park, your local John Deere dealer.
This is Kathy Schaefer, you know, the proud owner of Schaefer Ford in Oakland. I'm proud of our employees because they care about our customers and each other. Did you know our sales department has a total of over 113 years of experience? And our service department has a total of over 127 years of experience. That's why people consider us to be the best dealership around. I'm also proud of our product. We now have the new 500, a 4-door sedan, and Freestyle, an 8-passenger wagon, both with all-wheel drive. And of course, course, the new Mustang. These are all in our showroom now. Come by and have a look. And last but certainly not least, I'm thankful and proud of our customers, our old customers, our new customers, and customers yet to come. So as the proud owner of Schaefer Ford in Oakland, from all of our dealership family and my personal family, Holly, Bart, and I'd like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
92.3 The Train.
Well, we're back at halftime at Southern High School. We'd like to remind you you're listening to Southern Ram basketball on 92.3 The Train. Coach, a very fast-paced first half. It went by quickly. Only, 8 fouls, I think, called total in the first half. And these two teams are getting after each other and really having an up-tempo both ways.
Yeah, there's a lot of intensity on the floor on both sides. Both teams really getting after each other. And as you just said, it's been a pretty clean-played game. Not a lot of fouls for the way that people are really getting out trying to pressure the ball and get after each other on the defensive end.
Yeah, for the Beall Mountaineers, Carter Dickel, the 5'9 senior, with 15 of Beall's 25 points. The Rams need to find an answer for him.
They really do. He's kept Beall in the ball game. It's kind of a tough assignment for Brad Reese because he's kind of out there by himself, out front of that 1-4, and that allows Carter Dickel to get a lot of penetration, and then they pop the low post up to the high post and screen for him and do a lot of two-man basketball plays. But Carter Dickel showing he can shoot from the outside, he can drive. He's a lefty, but it looks to me like he shoots the jump shot a lot better when he's going to his right and dribbling to his right than he does to his left. The only long jump shot he took going to his left, he banked in, and I don't think he meant to do that.
And for the Southern Rams at the other end of the court, just a great first half, I thought, for Evan Lance. I thought he really played strong, he played hard, and he played with some emotion tonight, which you very seldom ever see.
Well, he's the reason that Beall switched from their man-to-man to their 1-3-1. They didn't have anybody to guard him man-to-man on the offensive end, and the Rams are doing such a good job of getting him the ball right around the basket. Since they've gone to the zone, Southern has not been able to get him the ball like they did against the man-to-man, but he's gone and gotten the ball off the glass to make up for it.
And as usual, a nice floor game from Corey Mosley. He has 7 points in the first half, but is playing very well. I don't think the Rams have only had 5 or 6 turnovers. We'll let Roger bring that up here in just a little bit. And they've really handled the ball well.
Yeah, I thought both teams have handled the ball well for the kind of pressure that's put on them. We saw a lot of tough man-to-man, half-court man-to-man, pressure on the basketball, pressure on that first pass denying the wing. So it was played very well, considering the type of defense that's been played.
Well, it's just one of those games that it's going to be like this all the way through. I don't see either team pulling away. It's going to be hard fought all the way through the second half.
One of 2 program cars on special. They are 2004 model Ford Escapes with XLT package, V6, automatic, power equipment grouping, and our 4-wheel drives. Both of these Escapes have low mileage on them, and you can buy your choice for just $17,995. Let us wrap up your Escape for this holiday season from Schaefer Ford Sales, Route 219 North in Oakland, where vehicles cost less.
At Peak Rehab, they know that rehabilitation is like climbing a mountain. Challenging, tough, even discouraging. But reaching the peak of your performance is worth the work. At Peak Rehab, you'll get one-on-one care, a staff that's friendly and understanding, with cutting-edge technology and techniques. Peak Rehab offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy, physical work evaluations, vision rehab, and so much more. Call Peak Rehab today at 301-533-1010 and reach your peak performance.
92.3 The Train.
Well, we're back at Southern High School at halftime. The Rams lead 31-25. I think Roger has a message for us, and then right after that, we'll take a look at the first half stats.
John, as usual, our halftime statistics are brought to you by Sheriff Dick Sanders and the Garrett County Sheriff's Department, who reminds you to play it cool, stay in school, and just say no to drugs and alcohol. Taking a look at the statistics for the first half tonight for the Beall High Mountaineers, they're in with 5 turnovers, shooting 9 of 18 from the field, including 1 3-pointer, 55%, 9 rebounds, 4 of 6 to charity stripe, 66%, and 5 team fouls. For the Southern Rams, they're in with 5 turnovers, shooting 12 of 27 from the field, 3 3-pointers, all of them by Corey Tressler, shooting 44% from the field. Rams in with 10 rebounds, 4 out of 5 at the charity stripe, 80%, and 4 team fouls. John?
And we have about 3 minutes to go. Let's take a look at the individual scoring.
First for the Rams, Corey Bosley with 7 points. Evan Lance, the leading scorer of the half, with 12. Nathan Harris with 3, and Corey Tressler with 9. For Beall, Carter Dickel with 15, being the leading scorer for them. Matt DeRosa with 3, Chris Spike 2, Justin Shipe 1, Adam Esselman with 2, and Bobby Fuller with 2.
And that'll add up to 31-25 in favor of the Southern Rams. And what adjustments do you see either team making?
Well, I think what you got to look at and what you got to ask yourself as a coach is, can we get the ball to Evan Lance against their zone? Because we need to continue to get it into him. But I think what you're going to see, Corey Tressler is going to be a little bit more open against the zone and should get some outside jumpers. I think the other thing Southern's going to have to look at is, what can we do to slow down Carter Dickel? He's had a great first half, 15 points. He's pretty much been their offense. So the Rams are going to have to figure out what they're going to do to slow him down a little bit. And I don't know if you can totally stop him, but you got to contain him. You can't give him 15 the second half.
And I need to make a correction. I made a mistake. Maybe the first one I've ever made. I'm not sure. But
well, you're like me, John. You know, I almost made one, but I caught myself just in time.
Okay. The Broadford Quartet is made up of Dave Martin, Jeff Fike, Carl Fike, and Tim Miller. I think I said Dave Callis was in there, and that was mistaken. It's Jeff Fike instead. So our apologies for that, but that doesn't take away from the great performance that they had anyway. It's really good.
And they do a great job.
Well, both teams are back on the floor. We're about ready to get underway, about a minute away. We'll take one short break. We'll be back for the third quarter.
What did your 3 to 5-year-old learn today? If your child attended Renaissance Early Learning Center in Oakland, he probably learned a letter of the alphabet, had story time, painted, and sang songs. Your son is recognizing shapes, colors, and numbers. Your daughter learns manners by visiting a restaurant for lunch and explores books at the library as she learns about teamwork. Good luck and go Rams from Renaissance Early Learning Center, the Little People Place, located on 3rd Street in Oakland, 334-2081.
92.3, The Train.
Well, both teams are at their respective benches getting their last-minute instructions, and just about to get ready to get underway. The Mountaineers will have the basketball. You know, it's an old cliche. It's really important what happens the first 2 or 3 minutes, but I think what the Rams do against Carter Dickel in the third quarter is going to make the difference.
Yeah, I do too, and I think a lot of times if you watch the first part of the third quarter, you can watch what the coaches talked about at halftime and what they want to have emphasis on in the second half. And we'll see what kind of adjustments come out. I think the Rams are going to have to find a way to get Evan Lance the ball inside against the zone, which is a little bit harder than it is man-to-man. And if they do stay, if Beall stays zone, I think you're going to see Tressler maybe really bust out here and have a big second half.
Both teams out with their original starting lineup. For the Rams, it's Bosley, Reese, Miller, Lance, and Tressler. For the Mountaineers, it's Dickel, DeRosa, Shipe, Eshelman, and Fuller. And here we go into the front court. Lob it down low on the baseline, and Corey Tressler reaches in and gets the foul. That's his first team foul here in the second half.
Ball went inside.
Oh, they're going to call that a shooting foul.
Oh. The ball went into the low post, and Fuller immediately got 3 Ram players around him, and now there wasn't much he could do. And Corey Tressler reached in, and well, again, I don't know how it was a shooting foul because he was just standing there with his back to the basket.
Justice has served. He missed the front end. Ready for the second. This one's up. It's good. So the Beall Mountaineers get the first point of the second half, 31-26 now. And they're continuing that three-quarter court, it's a 2-1-2 trap.
They're going to trap at half court.
It goes to Bosley. Bosley gets it to Tressler on the left wing. Back up top the key to Bosley. Now they fall back into that 1-3-1 zone. Over it goes to Brad Reese on the right wing. 31-26, Rams lead it.
And this all flatten it out so much inside.
Here is Brad Reese back out top of the key. Gets it over in the left-hand corner, Miller. Miller tries to work it down the baseline. Ball's knocked away. Corey Tressler comes up with it. Dark over on the right wing. Back out to Reese. Clock down near 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. In the corner to Miller. Miller back out to Bosley. Bosley inside to Lance. Lance makes a nice move, tries to get it out. It's knocked out of bounds. He had the shot. He just got it knocked out of his hand.
He was going for a layup, and that time the Rams, they showed they can get the ball. He got the ball to him right on the block against the zone.
Inbound comes into Lance. He gets it out to Reese. Top of the key. Inside it goes to Miller. Miller fakes, puts a little shot up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Mountaineers. It's knocked away. LaRosa. Now the ball's on the floor.
Brad Reese got kicked right in the face.
LaRosa comes up with it. Yeah, he right in the eye, maybe. He's batting his eyes like you can hardly see. Down the baseline goes Eshelman. And traveling violation by Eshelman turns it back over. Corey Bosley picked up the charge. They called a travel.
He went hard down the baseline. Corey Bosley stepped in, and they got a little push off with the arm. Neither contact was called. It wasn't called a block or a charge, just a walk.
Walking first, I guess. Here's the pass goes inside to Lance. Lance trying to get turned around to get the shot off. Loses control, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, that's twice in two possessions. They got the ball inside to Lance, and he had the ball stripped both times. You got to make sure he protects the ball a little bit better.
Bobby Fuller's collapsing in there each time that he gets the ball. He's knocked it away twice. Here's a three-pointer off the left side, put up by Dickel, high off the rim, no good. Rebound by the Mountaineers, ball tied up. It'll be Ram basketball. Corey Bosley just reached in, and Adam Eshelman had the basketball, and he tied it up.
What he did is made that old mistake. A bigger player grabs the rebound and drops it down to his hip on the rebound. You need to put that right under your chin.
31-26, Rams lead. 5:55 to play in the third. Tressler, top of the key to Reese. Left side to Miller. Over it goes to Bosley. Bosley takes it to the foul line. Right side to Reese on the wing. Skip pass, cross court to Miller. Miller baseline jumper 15, off the rim, no good. Ball tapped out by Reese, picked up by Tressler. Tressler drives the lane, has it knocked away. Out with it comes Dickel. Dickel all the way down, puts the shot up, rolls it around and in. Corey Bosley did a great job of keeping him outside, but he got it over his head and got it in. 31-28, three-point game. Corey comes down and slides and is called for traveling. That's the third turnover here in the third quarter for the Rams.
Joey Tressler into the game for Chris Miller. I think trying to get a little more offense, because the guy guarding Chris Miller is really sagging in on Evan Lance and making it tough for him to do anything. They come in with a little better shooter.
Yeah, should open things up for Joey. Here comes Carter Dickel, the 5'9" senior, into the front court. He has 17 points of the 28 for the Mountaineers. Has it on the left wing, gets it back out to Shipe. He looks down low, Tressler on him. Trying to get it to Dickel, he does over on the left wing. Brad Reese guards him as he takes it down the left side of the lane to the baseline stop. Brad Reese blocks the shot out of bounds. Brad was ready for that one.
Carter Dickel took him to the baseline and pulled up, shot the jumper, and Brad Reese right there.
4:51 to play in the third, 31-28 Southern. Ball goes down in the left-hand corner to Shipe. He'll hold on to it, brings it back out, works against Tressler, picks up the dribble now, comes with it over on the near side to DeRosa. He works against Joey Tressler. DeRosa to the top of the key, left side, kicks it over to Shipe. Shipe kicks it near side to Dickel. Dickel baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Brad Reese. Reese up the left side of the court into the front court. Stops, skip pass, cross court to Bosley. Bosley goes under the basket, gets it back to Reese. Reese takes it in, bounce pass beautifully over to Evan Lance, and Lance has the basket.
And that was set up with Brad Reese getting that penetration. He got in the middle of the 1-3-1 zone, and just a great jump stop and a bounce pass to the opposite block for the layup.
Timeout called by the Beall Mountaineers. It'll be a 20-second timeout. Give the assist to Brad Reese on that nice pass over to Lance. That time Lance had the angle and just put it up and in. 33-28 with 4:07 to go, and still fast-paced ball game.
Yes, it is. The Rams that time had chances to score this half, and up to this last possession didn't capitalize on it. Twice got the ball inside the Lance, couldn't hang on to it, and he's still playing well. Just had a couple possessions where things went wrong.
Rams lead by 5, 33-28. Back on the court, it'll be Beall basketball. Possession arrow also in favor of Beall, should there be a held ball call. One team foul against Southern, none against the Beall Mountaineers, so very cleanly played game, and well
Jimmy
played
Heimball
game.
in the game now for Corey Tressler.
Into the front court comes Carter Dickel. He'll kick it down in the right-hand corner to Fike. Back out it comes. Little short jumper, misses everything, and the rebound battered around, put back home. Nice block by Lance. Lance gets the block, and it comes down to Bosley. Bosley down the left side of the lane, fakes, gets everybody up, puts up the shot. It won't go, but he's fouled. He does such a great job in just drawing the foul to him.
It amazes me because he does it so well. He gets down there and he gets any kind of advantage, and he shows the ball. And you think other coaches would preach this and preach this, you know, when you in the scouting reports, you got to stay on your feet when you're playing against Corey Bosley.
And Corey hits the front end of the two-shot foul. 34-28. Rams build their lead back to 6. Corey Tressler back in the lineup now. Corey Tressler, Joey Tressler, Evan Lance, Corey Bosley, and Brad
Jimmy
Reese.
Heimball.
Oh, no, Jimmy Heimball. Okay.
Brad Reese just went out.
All right. Bosley makes his second. He's 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Rams lead it by 7, 35-28. Here's Dickel into the front court. Gets it over on the left side to DeRosa. He tries to drive the baseline, or he's fouled.
Oh, and they called a two-shot foul.
33, Joey Tressler gets the call, his first personal. Only the second team foul. And at the free throw line, Matt DeRosa, the 6'3 junior, where he's 1 for 2 at the night. And he's 1 for 3 now. He misses that one. Ready for his second. Jimmy Heimball in, giving Brad Reese a little bit of a break. Second shot's up, it's no good. Rebound tapped around by Lance and pulled down by Corey Tressler. Down court very quickly. It comes to Heimball, back out front to Bosley, over on the right wing to Tressler. Tressler back out to Bosley. 1-3-1 zone again as they try to stop Lance inside. Here's a pass down in the corner. Tressler puts it up. Foul. Almost went. He'll shoot 2.
That would have been quite a possession there. He's behind the line. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was on the line.
2.
Coach Bosley wants 3, but he must have been on the line because that ball went in and came back out, and then he was fouled.
Foul was on Chris Pike, his first, and, they have 2 on the board. Second team foul. Tressler's shot is up and in. That gives him 10 points on the night. Rams lead it by 8 now, 36-28. And Corey Tressler ready to go again. This one's up, in and out. Wouldn't stay in for him. Whistle. And
foul on Evan Lance, his third foul. Caught him for going over the back, keeping the ball alive. Really wasn't much contact. He just went up and hit the ball from behind.
And he'll come out. In goes Nathan Harris.
You probably won't see Evan again till the fourth quarter.
3 minutes to play here in the third. Here's Carter Dickel now as he brings it into the front court. Brad Reese with a little rest. Back on him now. Dickel runs, stops, puts up the shot around the rim. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Shane Hager. And the Rams get it back. Chance to get the lead into double figures, I think, for the first time tonight. with the basket here. Here's a skip pass cross court to Tressler. They swing it around the top of the key, and the ball knocked out of bounds by DeRosa. Rams will get it back.
A defensive wing on that side, DeRosa. He anticipated that pass very well and almost had a breakaway layup on a steal, but the ball went off his hands and out of bounds.
Tressler with the basket, or make that Bosley with the basketball over to the right side to Reese. Back to Tressler, to Bosley on the left wing. Gets the pass back out to Tressler. Tressler behind the arc on the right side. Being guarded by DeRosa over there. Kicks it back to Reese, standing in the center circle. On the left side, it comes to Bosley. Takes it in the lane, kicks it over to Joey Tressler, now to Corey. Corey with the fake and gets pumped. They get it back across to Joey, now to Bosley. Reese in the lane, kicks it back out. 3-ball in the air from Corey Tressler, no good. Rebound tapped around, and Corey Bosley almost saved it, just stepped on the sideline.
And he would have had it, but Cardinal Dickel, again, very quick getting to the ball. He's got super quick reactions. He's very quick to the basketball anytime it's loose.
36-28, 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Rams lead by 8. Dickel brings it into the front court. Works against Reese, trying to work his way free to get a shot of some kind. He has been the offense for the Mountaineers. Here's a shot off the left side, 2-point shot. Bosley goes up to get the rebound. The ball's on the floor, picked up by Joey Tressler. And Tressler gets it back to Bosley. Boy, a lot of contact. And that's got to be a blocking call. And it goes against number 40, Corey Gregg. That's his first.
Well, you see both teams really hustling. The ball's loose. You're going to see everybody diving on it. It's just, well, you got to respect both teams that play that hard.
Yep, playing with everything they got. A minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. Rams by 8, 36-28. Reese in the front court. Looks down at that 1-3-1 zone. Over to Joey Tressler. Tressler back out to Reese. He'll work his way back to the center of the court. Now gets it to Corey Tressler, down in the corner to Bosley. Bosley double team down there, throws it off the leg of one of the defenders out of bounds. The Rams will keep it.
You know, how patient the Rams have become, and I think a lot of that reason is because Evan Lentz is on the bench with 3 fouls.
Trying to just burn some time right now.
And it's also tough for them to get perimeter jump shots because they have no respect for the inside game for Southern right now.
Brad Reese with the 12-foot jumper off the right side's no good. Very quickly down court, down the baseline. Spin, turn around, Bosley almost steals the ball. It's kicked back out, comes back over to Gregg. Gregg in the right wing, gets it back out front to Dickel. 40 seconds on the clock. Dickel works against Brad Reese. Nice move down the baseline, tries to get the shot off, and Corey Bosley drills it up against the wall. That's 2 blocks now.
Well, there was a screen for him at the high post, and Corey Bosley is the guy that hedged on the pick, and he just stayed with him and then blocked it out of bounds.
Inside it comes to Hager. Back out to DeRosa. DeRosa back to Dickel in the center circle with 25 seconds to go. Over on the left side to Gregg. Gregg, the sophomore, works against Tressler. Dribble on the basketball, lobs it over on the near side to DeRosa. DeRosa back to Dickel in the center circle with 10 seconds on the clock. He'll try to get the shot. Over it goes to DeRosa. 6 seconds. DeRosa underneath. Wide open under there for the layup is Chris Pike. And he got the basket. And with that, the first half will come to, or the third quarter will come to an end. With our score, the Rams 36, the Beall Mountaineers 30. We'll be back after this.
This is Greg Shockey at Team 1 GM Auto Mall in Oakland. On behalf of the Team 1 team, I want to wish you and your family a blessed Merry Christmas. At this time, we celebrate the true meaning of Christmas, the birth of Christ. Here at Team 1, we appreciate being part of a caring community and our great country. May God bless each and every one of you and our country and our troops.
Putting quality gas in your tank is smart, and filling up at your local Mobil or BP Amoco gas station is even smarter. Why? Because BP Amoco and Mobil gasoline keeps your engine clean and running smooth. Stop today and fill up with quality BP Amoco and Mobil gasoline distributed by Peters Fuel Corporation, Oakland. And call Peters Fuel Corporation for your next home heating oil fill-up. Quality service, dependability, and free delivery, too. With over 47 years of service, they're a name to trust. Peters Fuel Corporation, Liberty Street, Oakland. Call 334-2509.
The train station.
8 minutes of basketball left. The Rams lead by 6. This one's everything we thought it would be.
Yeah, it is, and the Rams just can't put Beall away.
All right, the whistle sounds. The inbound pass comes to Dickel, and the fourth quarter is underway. Carter Dickel works against Brad Reese as he comes into the front court with it. Trying to find an opening for that quick shot, or at least somebody to pass to. Gets it over to DeRosa at the foul line. Chris Miller guarding him. Back over it goes to Dickel. Dickel takes it in. Fake, stops, tries to get the shot off. Reese is right there. Goes down to Hager. He puts the shot up, no good. Rebound tapped around and saved in bounds. Bosley comes down with it. Here's the Rams on a 3-on-3 break, and Bosley just backs out. His pass cross court's intercepted by DeRosa. He comes down, puts the shot up around the rim, won't go. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. Last touch by the Mountaineers, and it'll be Ram basketball.
Yeah, the Rams last time down threw a skip pass all the way across. It was picked off. Just not a good choice, and I think Beall was really laying for that pass now.
Here's Brett DeWitt in the ball game for Corey Tressler. And Mosley will bring the ball up court, gets it into the front court to Reese, over on the right wing. Back out top of the key, it comes to DeWitt.
Man-to-man again.
Back over to Miller. Miller gets it to Reese. Reese out on the corner, little baseline jumper put up down there. Good. Give that one to Chris Miller, about a 16-foot jumper off the baseline. Rams lead back to 8, 38-30. Evan Lance back in the ball game. Lance has 3 personals at this point. Dickel with the basketball on the left wing, takes it in the lane, kicks it over on the near side. 3 ball in the air, no good. That's shot by DeRosa. Rebound, Corey Mosley. Mosley working up court against DeRosa, takes it into the front court. Trying to go baseline. Dickel shuts him off, so they come back out to Miller. Miller bounce pass on the near side. Reese. Ball was a short hop, and Reese couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it was a poor pass right to his shoes.
5 turnovers. Here's Dickel as he puts up a runner short, no good. Rebound by Chris Miller. He's trapped. Got to come out there with it, and he does. Gets it out. Whistle. Timeout called.
Timeout from the Southern bench. Looked like he got trapped under there. Chris Miller couldn't get out. It's going to be a 10-second call if they didn't call a timeout.
I didn't catch it. I think it's a 20-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Nice move by Coach Tom Bosley. He saw, first of all, it was either going to be a 5-second call on defense, or second of all, they wasn't going to get across the timeline in 10 seconds. So
yeah, well, the 10-second call is something that could have happened there, but it was just a turnover waiting to happen. You could see that, whatever. So it was a good timeout.
6:12 to play in the ball game. Rams hold an 8-point lead at 38-30, and they have the basketball. Bell setting up for that 2-1-2 zone trap, or that half-court trap.
It is a 2-1-2. They have Carter Dickel in the middle as the trapper. He will trap wherever the ball goes.
Miller gets it back in to Reese. Reese gets it across the timeline to Corey Tressler. Back to Reese now. Down in the left-hand corner it goes to Bosley. He'll go baseline, puts the shot up good. Nice baseline drive by Corey Bosley. And the Ram lead for the first time tonight is 10. 40-30 with 5:50 to play here in the ball game. Over it goes to Carter Dickel. Boy, what a nice move by Bosley down the baseline.
It was a great baseline move.
Dickel on the right wing. Swings it back out front to Fuller. Fuller has the ball taken away by Brad Reese. He'll go down coast to coast. Shot blocked down there, and fouls called on DeRosa. And I have that as number 4 on Matt DeRosa. And looks like Brad Reese will shoot 2.
Got a timeout, Beall.
And it's a full timeout, I think. Let's make sure. Full timeout, 5.5 to go, 40-30 Southern.
John, want to remind you tonight's basketball game brought to you by the Terra Alta Bank with locations in Terra Alta and Oakland, and also brought to you by Garrett County Memorial Hospital, where they provide quality care close to home.
Schaefer Ford Sales at Oakland is proud to be a sponsor of Southern Ram Sports. Schaefer Ford recognizes the achievements of our athletes on and off the playing venue and wishes the Rams the very best of luck in their quest for a state championship this year. So to the boys and girls athletic teams, may you have a very successful season and have a good year in the classroom as well. This message brought to you by Schaefer Ford Sales, Route 219 North at Oakland, your Ford and Mercury dealer on the mountaintop.
92.3, The Train.
5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. The Rams with a 10-point advantage, 40-30. Brad Reese at the free throw line where he'll be shooting two. He is scoreless on the night point-wise, but has done a nice job, especially in the second half, against Carter Dickel. Dickel with only 2 points.
That's what I was just going to say that. You beat me to it. That's been the difference in the third quarter. The Rams were able to slow down Carter Dickel in 15 the first half, 2 in the third quarter.
Reese misses the front end. Ready, second shot's in the air. It's good on net. Brad Reese with his first point of the night. 41-30, the Rams by 11. And here comes Dickel into the front court, now being guarded by Brett DeWitt. Over on the left side, the pass goes to Eshelman. Eshelman tries to lob it down inside and does, and on a nice move underneath, Justin Shipe ducks under and gets the layup.
Just the old-fashioned pick and roll, and he scored on the roll.
41-32 as the clock comes down to 5. Corey Bosley, 15-foot jumper around the rim, no good. Rebound underneath by DeRosa. He works it down court and down for the layup. Almost blocked, but in was Shane Hager, and he got the basket.
And that time the Rams were just slow getting back, and that resulted in a layup, fast break layup for Beall.
Lead down to 7 now, 41-34 with 4:44 to play. Bosley out front. Looking at the zone, back over it goes to Tressler. Tressler to Bosley. Over on the right wing to Brad Reese. Back out front, it goes to Bosley. 4:28 to play. Bosley recycles the play. Gets double teamed, but they get it over on the near side to Reese. Reese comes in, little short 6-foot jumper around the rim, won't go. Rebound almost by Brett DeWitt, but knocked away. Dickel has it. He takes it down, kicks it over. 12-foot jumper off the baseline is good. Give that one to Adam Eshelman. He has 5 on the night. And all of a sudden, it's a 41-36 ball game. And we have a timeout call. Full timeout. 4:05 to go. The lead's getting close again. We'll be back after this.
At Peak Rehab, they know that rehabilitation is like climbing a mountain. Challenging, tough, even discouraging. But reaching the peak of your performance is worth the work. At Peak Rehab, you'll get one-on-one care, a staff that's friendly and understanding, with cutting-edge technology and techniques. Peak Rehab offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy, physical work evaluations, vision rehab, and so much more. Call Peak Rehab today at 301-533-1010 and reach your peak performance.
92.3, The Train.
4:05 to go in the ball game. 41-36. The Rams lead at the possession era in favor of Southern. 4 team fouls against the Bell Mountaineers, only 2 against the Rams. So both teams with plenty of fouls to give if they need to.
The Rams had an 11-point lead just about a minute or two ago, and that lead has rapidly gotten smaller. And it seemed like a couple possessions in a row, the Rams gave up the layups once just by not getting back on defense.
Well, the Rams have the basketball there at the midcourt line. And the clock starts. And we're down near 4 minutes to play. Bosley to Tressler. Out front it comes to Reese in the center circle. Reese looks down low. Over on the left wing it comes to Bosley. Back out front to Tressler. That's Corey. Over it goes right wing to Reese, back to Tressler. Takes it to the elbow, skip pass cross court to Bosley. Bosley takes it in, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound, Brad Reese is up for the rebound, but he's fouled. And that's probably against Adam Eshelman.
It is. Reese had a layup, and Eshelman just kind of flattened him.
Well,
just not on purpose. He was just going after the defensive rebound. Was a little late getting there.
Shooting foul or not? Nope. It's off the baseline. 3:36 to play in the ball game. Rams have it off their own baseline. Tressler will inbound. Joey Tressler back into the lineup. In it comes to Bosley. Bosley to Corey in a corner. 3 ball in the air. Short, no good. Rebound, Carter Dickel. Dickel will bring it very quickly into the front court. Spins over to the right side. Goes over there. Can't get the shot off. Back inside it comes to Shipe. Shipe tries to drive and can't get the shot off, but he's fouled.
What's happening is everybody's hedging, and Carter Dickel's getting such a drawing so many Rams that it's allowing other players to get open shots.
Evan Lance just picked up his 4th personal. And at the free throw line for 2 is Justin Shipe. Shot is up, rolls around the rim, and rolls in. 41-37, 4-point game. Shipe's a 6'1" junior. Puts this one in the air. It's short. No good. Rebound is run down by Shipe. And the Mountaineers have it. They work it back out to Dickel. 4-point game, 41-37. Dickel over on the left wing. It goes to DeRosa. Back to Shipe. Shipe down the baseline. Throws one up. No good. Evan Lance high up to get the rebound. Taps it down to Tressler. 3 minutes to go, and the Rams have the basketball back. Pretty critical basket right here. This is a possession they need to score.
They really do. And I thought the last possession they had, and Tressler shot the ball from the on the inbounds play. It really looked like he didn't want to shoot it. He wasn't sure he wanted to.
Bosley works it down now over to Tressler. He takes baseline left side. Inside to Bosley. Bosley is fouled as he goes in for the shot. Let's see if that's a 2. Foul called against the Mountaineers, 33, and it'll be 2 shots. As Eshelman picks up his 2nd personal, and that's going to send Corey Bosley to the free throw line. And in a tight game, in a pinch, that's the guy I'd like to see at the line.
Well, he's been there to the line 3 times. And he's actually 4 times, and he's hit all 4. You notice I waited to say...
I wondered if he was going to do that. 42-37. Oh, that was... Oh, he got the bounce.
That ball we hit was right on the back of the rim and went straight up about 5 feet in the air and came right back down.
Yep, through. Wouldn't have given you much for that one when it left his hand, but it found its way in. 43-37, 2.5 minutes to play. The Rams lead by 5 to make that 6. Over in the corner. Now here's a little short jumper by Shipe. Around the rim, no good. Rebound. We got players on the floor, players boxing out, and Corey Bosley ran through and took the rebound. Here's the ball knocked away, but he gets it back and gets it to Tressler. Tressler down in the corner to Bosley. He'll take it inside, fake, back outside to Tressler. Tressler for 3. Oh, he hit it. Corey Tressler with a big 3 from the left side.
That's one they really needed. That might break their hearts right there.
46-37 now, under 2 minutes to play. Here's Dickel down on the baseline. Nice pass down there. Shot put up, rejected by Lance, and then taken away by Reese. Reese has it now, and he drops it off to Corey Bosley. Down to 1.5 minutes to play. Tried to work it inside to Joey Tressler. Tapped out of bounds at the last minute by Eshelman. So the Rams will get it back. Whistle timeout called by the Beall Mountaineers. 1:32 to play, 46-37 Southern. We'll be right back.
Greg's Pharmacy has been a part of the community for many years. They're there for you when you need them, even in times of emergencies. Greg's accepts multiple prescription insurances, the Together card, and they process Medicare billing. They carry a complete line of hospital and surgical supplies, including walkers, canes, crutches, wheelchairs, tub rails, and electric hospital beds. From Band-Aids and allergy medicines to blood monitoring systems and diabetic supplies, Greg's Pharmacy has it. Good luck and go Rams from Greg's Pharmacy in Oakland.
92.3 The Train.
Corey Tressler has 4 threes on the night, and he hit a huge one just now from probably 3 or 4 feet behind the arc. That's 19-9, so he was 22, 23 feet away.
Yeah, he's got 13 points in the night. He's got 1 free throw, and the rest are threes. I still don't think he was really on track offensively, even though he's hit a bunch of threes.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just like they haven't really gelled this whole thing yet. But right now hold a 9-point lead, 46-37. And the good news is they have the basketball. Corey Tressler, Joey Tressler, Evan Lance, Brad Reese, and Corey Bosley. Bosley gets the inbound pass. Works it back out front. Dickel comes out. He kicks it over on the right wing to Tressler. Lob pass to Bosley on the near side. Rams content to just let the clock roll, and
Beall staying in the zone and trying to trap the corners.
Back to Tressler, now to Bosley. He takes it to the foul line, kicks it over to Tressler. Tressler to the foul line, over on the left side to Reese. 1:06 to play. Back out to Bosley. Bosley goes around Dickel, kicks it over to Tressler. We're under a minute to play now. Tressler takes it down the right side, now comes back out, gets it to Bosley. 50 seconds on the clock. Dickel working against Bosley, takes it down, whistle, and the foul.
Just a great job running some clock and taking care of the basketball and being strong with it.
That's going to be a 1-and-1 as Corey Bosley's going to go to the line, 1-and-1. Foul was on Carter Dickel, his second. 17th foul, and Mr. Bosley at the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
Chris Miller enters the ball game, try to get Evan Lance out of there. We've got 4 fouls. Get the opportunity, I'm sure he'll be right back in again on the offensive end.
Bosley with the front end of the 1-and-1, good. Mr. Perfect from the free throw line tonight.
Well, as you said, last year Corey Tressler was the best free throw shooter in his team, but I'm not sure. Last minute of a ball game, I'd like Corey Bosley to the line as much as anybody.
Well, he just hit 4 in a row. Now it's an 11-point lead, 48-37. Rams will go 1-and-1 on this young season now. Here's Dickel. Now he kirks it back out front to Canaria in the ball game. And Canaria comes in, Canarium, I should say, and he hits a three-pointer.
He comes in off the bench and immediately hits a three, so maybe he's a shooting specialist.
48-40, 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Bosley on the right side. And we finally get the foul called. Dickel trying to foul. I think they ran off 4 seconds before they made the call.
Well, it looked like Corey Bosley got a hold of the ball and decided, I'm not going to pass it because I'm the guy that wants to be fouled. And he just pivoted and protected the ball. Finally got a foul.
Corey at the line, 1-and-1. Oh, he missed that one. Maybe we did jinx him after all. 48-40, 13 seconds to go. Here's the three put up. Round the rim, no good. Rebound by the Mountaineers. Shot put up down there by Justin Shipe. It won't go, but he's fouled.
I think the foul was on Chris Miller. In that situation there with 6 seconds, you don't try to block that. Let him hit it, take the ball out of bounds, and the clock will run out.
Exactly right. It was on Miller, his second. And that'll send Shipe to the free throw line. First shot's up good. Into the ball game comes Nick Gregg for the Rams. Out goes Miller. First action for Nick. I don't think I saw him at
he didn't get into the game down at BW.
Shipe makes them both. 6 seconds to go, 48-42. Foul immediately against Brad Reese, so he'll go down and shoot 1-and-1. This is a 9th team foul. So Brad Reese with 1 for 2 at the line on the night. We'll have the 1-and-1 opportunity. 5.1 seconds on the clock. 48-42. Rams by 6. And now 7 as Brad steps up and calmly strokes one in. Ready for his second. Just to put the Ram lead back to 8, and it's good. 3 for 4 at the line for Brad. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and Dickel will put it up for 3 off the rim, and with that, our game comes to an end, and the Rams go 1-and-1 on the season with a 49-43 victory over the Beall High Mountaineers. We'll take a break, total everything up, be back with our post-game show after these messages.
John Deere knows you're patient. No fortune cookie determines your fate unless it says good things come to those who wait. You're a stickler for reliability, versatility, and financial flexibility. Well, now that you can get the John Deere 2210 compact utility tractor for low introductory payments of just $139 a month, you'll be connecting and removing more than 60 attachments faster than a kid in a candy store. With these low introductory payments, you'll be lacing up those sneakers and sprinting to your nearest John Deere dealer. No doubt you'll be first in line for that test drive. There's nothing like getting everything you want, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Offer ends 2/28/05. Subject to approved credit on John Deere Credit Revolving Plan. A service of FPC Financial FSB. Reduced payments for the first 36 months with 7.9% APR for the entire term. After the first 36 months, payments will be based on 2% of the amount financed. See dealer for details.
Test drive your new John Deere at Manor Home Center, your local John Deere dealer in Mountain Lake Park.
Hello, this is Kathy Schaefer. You know, the proud owner of Schaefer Ford in Oakland. I'm proud of our employees because they care about our customers and each other. Did you know our sales department has a total of over 113 years of experience? And our service department has a total of over 127 years of experience. That's why people consider us to be the best dealership around. I'm also proud of our product. We now have the new 500, a four-door sedan, and Freestyle, an 8-passenger wagon, both with all-wheel drive, and of course the new Mustang. These are all in our showroom now. Come by and have a look. And last but certainly not least, I'm thankful and proud of our customers, our old customers, our new customers, and customers yet to come. So as the proud owner of Schaefer Ford in Oakland, from all of our dealership family and my personal family, Holly, Bart, and I'd like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
92.3, The Train.
Well, we're back at Southern High School in our post-game show where the Southern Rams have just run their record to 1-1 on the season with a 50-42 victory over the Beall Mountaineers, who see their record fall to 0-2. The Rams, as I said, 1-1 on the season, 1-0 in WMIL play. That ties earlier in the season now with Allegheny and Northern, who won games last week. Don't know what happened tonight, but anyway, puts them in good shape in the WMIL.
Yeah, it's the first home game. We had a great crowd. The six-man club was out in full force already. This was a game that the Rams controlled the whole ball game, but they could never put Beall away, and it was just a tough defensive struggle. I actually think both teams played pretty well.
Okay, and I just cheating off your sheet there, and I had Elsherman down for a three-pointer when it was only a 2. So that makes my scorecard right. Not that it makes any difference because you're going to do it anyway, but yeah, I told you I made one mistake tonight. Now I made 2. Getting back to the ball game, a well-played game by both teams, I think, that was very cleanly played, very physical and very fast up and down the court. But I just thought a good job by both teams.
Yeah, it was. For an early game, early in the year like this, and the kind of defense and the pressure was put on there, tough man-to-man, I thought both teams did a good job taking care of the basketball. And I thought, we talked about Carter Dickel. Something has to happen. You can't give him 15 in the second half after he scored that amount the first half. He had 2 the second half, so you got to give the Rams and Brad Reese a lot of credit for coming out and really slowing him down in the second half.
And, you know, you got to give the Mountaineers credit, too. Evan Lance come out with 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in the first half and only 2 in the second.
Yeah, it was kind of the same thing, and I think that's one of the big reasons why they went from man-to-man in most of the first half to a 1-3-1, making it tougher to get the ball to Lance. And they just played man-to-man a little bit in the second half, but it kind of took Lance out of the offense when that happened.
And looking at the Ram offense, it's starting to gel. It's like Jell-O you have mixed up. You put it in the refrigerator, and it takes a little while for it to come together. Still a question with Corey Tressler. I mean, he had 13 points on the night with 4 threes, but just doesn't seem to be in the flow. Like,
he just wasn't quite on track. The 3 he hit at the end was big. I mean, that really took the pressure off when he hit that shot. But, yeah, it seems like And I think that'll come. I think what's happened now, he's the guy is the big scorer, was an all-area player last year, so everyone's geared to stop him and to make it pretty tough on him.
Yeah, and once again, another great floor game from Corey Bosley. Super from the free throw line. He was 7 for 8 at the line, and a lot of it in the fourth quarter when it really, really needed. Handled the ball well. The Rams will let Roger tell us, but 5 or 6 turnovers in each half, and that's not too bad this early in the season.
Yeah, especially for a tough physical team like Beall.
And with us in the broadcast booth, as always, Coach Tom Bosley of the victorious Rams. Coach, just what we planned on, a very, very hard-fought ball game, but a good win for your Southern Rams.
Yeah, we're happy to get on track. At least we got a win, and it's on the right side of the ledger. But, I give Beall a lot of credit. I thought they played extremely hard. They played physical like we thought they would. Their physicalness took Evan out of the game second half a little bit, made it harder for us to get it to him. I thought Evan had a great first half, and I'm sure scoring indicates that, but I thought overall he rebounded early. He did some things really well. He kind of carried us for a half. They took that away a little bit second half. They did a better job. I'm not so sure, though, that we're not Corey Tressler's worst enemy instead of the 2 opponents we've had so far. And we need to get him better looks, more looks. I'm not sure. I got to study that tonight, so when we get to practice tomorrow, we'll do a little better job. It's just we can't get him on track doing the things that's happening out of our offense. It's like everything's a one-on-one or just a reversal for 3, which isn't a bad option, but teams should find him and take that away, and the more we play, the more they're going to do that. Fortunately, we got a great game out of our point guard, and I think his overall play, even his rebounding and getting a loose ball and that kind of stuff and helping defensively really helped our overall opportunity to win. I thought Brad Reese was good defensively, but not great. In that he didn't get tired, he didn't wear out, but he wasn't having any success slowing Dickel down, so I think mentally it worked on Brad a little bit. I thought the other day when he played Griffin Dietrich, he didn't break Brad down the entire ball game, but we told Brad for the ball game that Dickel's quicker, faster with the ball, and both those point guards are really good. So I still think we have a good one there in Brad Reese in terms of defending point guards and pressure and quickness and that kind of thing. He's going to be real good in that area, I believe.
Coach, we said Carter Dickel had 15 points the first half, and I just thought for you guys to win, or at least to win by like 8 or 10, you're going to have to slow him down a little bit, not give him 15 the second half. He only had 2 the second half. Was it just that you think Brad played him a little tougher, or did you guys help more, do a better job on the hedges?
Yeah, we hedged that screen a little better in the second half. We got out there further. One time it cost us a layup because Evan didn't intercept the roll, the pass to the roll. We can correct that in practice. That's something we just need to keep on. And it's not like we've never seen that, or it's not like we didn't do that to prepare for this particular ball game. One thing, I remember Dickel banked a 3. That's not something he tried to do, but when you're hot, things like that happen. You're right. He was a point of emphasis at halftime. I think Brad played him a little better. I think Brad got after him a little differently. He closed that gap and started figuring him out. The thing about Dickel, he can go right and left. As silly as that sounds, Griffin Dietrich only wants to penetrate left. Dickel go left and then bring it back to his right or vice versa. And Brad figured that out. It's just the quickness was still a factor. Then you bump him off a screen. It made it really hard, but it was an emphasis. I think we did a better job helping. I think Chris Miller gave us a run there that was real good after his first real bad run to start the third quarter. So that's going to happen. He's going to be inconsistent because he doesn't have a lot of experience. I thought Brett DeWitt gave us a minute or so that was pretty darn good. The guy that's a good player that we got to get on track is Jimmy Heimbaugh. And I'm not going to panic, but it seems like nothing's going right for him. And he's out there to not allow penetration. He allowed immediate penetration both times he's in it against the points. So we'll get that worked out too because he's worked too hard not to be good. I thought Harris gave us a big putback and a foul inside there and did a good job resting Evan for the remainder of a period of time. So I was pleased with that. I think we have some depth. We stuck Nick Gregg in there in the end so he could get fouled, and then we got a little confusion. It's hard to do that on the run. I was hoping we'd get him in the foul line because he's actually getting better and better, and it's just he's in that position where we have all those seniors and our better players are Brad and Corey right now at guards, and he's in one of those spots. But I was trying to get him to the foul line.
Coach, I thought the first half did a great job getting the ball to Evan Lance. they were fronting the low post, and great job just swinging the ball very quickly, and Evan would seal the other way and get the layup. You think that's one of the reasons why they went 1-3-1, just so they could contain him a little bit easier?
I don't think there's any question. And second of all, it really we had things spread out. I thought Chris Miller made two great feeds from the high-low that we work on all the time to Evan. Great catches. Now, if you remember, we had two more good feeds in the second half to Evan, and then one slipped out of his hands, and as they hit it, or hit, kind of met at the same time. Another one he's going to make went right through his hands, and in those instances, then all of a sudden that score changes, time and score changes, and then mentally you don't throw it in there as much because you think, my goodness, it's going to be a turnover, and it's not. Evans put in too much time. He just happened to miss a couple. He's good at catching them and putting them in the hole. So I think the 1-3-1 was focused on making that change. I think the idea behind it was to get even in their junk. They had a guy in front and behind Evan both, and they really knew who not to defend. But Chris Miller hit a big one when we needed it there in a baseline jumper, which he can do that. 15 feet in, Chris is not bad. So he'll be that. And Joey Trust, we put him in that spot, guys, and he just didn't get on track, mainly because he struggled so much on the defensive end that we were afraid to play him much longer. So we got guys that can shoot in that spot, and we just need some time. We need some experience, and we're gaining that every day. I mean, we got a tough one Tuesday night. A very, very well-coached, a very disciplined team in Petersburg, and they'll come get it after us. They're just